Today we're taking a look at these MLB matches, which are happening on Friday, May 20th, 2022, and giving you match breakdowns, betting tips and predictions in general on these games. Welcome back to High Stakes, let's get straight into it. Also, don't forget to subscribe to get notified as soon as we release these sport prediction videos, and if you would like more betting tips and predictions, then check out our Patreon in the link down below. Our new Patreon is a way for us to help you improve your chances of making more money. Multiple plans are available for each and every one of you. You can get 30 extra betting picks all the way up to 500 extra betting picks per month. Stop wasting hours of your time searching for bad betting picks that ends up costing you a lot of money. Join the High Stakes Patreon now and get the best betting picks. Going back to our video, we will give you 3 parlay picks. So make sure to watch our videos till the end so you don't miss any of our betting picks. Our first parlay pick is Miami Marlins vs Atlanta Braves. Braves win. And here is why. The Atlanta Braves have scored 9 runs in their last 3 games and 4 or more runs in 6 of their last 9 games. The Braves have won 7 of their last 11 games when scoring 4 or more runs. Matt Olson leads the Braves with 36 hits and 15 RBI, while Austin Riley and Ozzie Albies have combined for 70 hits and 33 RBI. Charlie Morton gets the ball, and he is 2-3 with a 4.94 ERA and 32 strikeouts this season. Morton is 9-5 with a 4.03 ERA and 103 strikeouts in his career against the Marlins. The Braves and Marlins start up their series after each having the day off on Thursday. Atlanta is heading down to South Beach after a devastating extra inning loss to the Brewers on Wednesday that ultimately cost them the series. Not only will they be looking to avenge that loss, they'll be out for revenge against Miami. The Marlins were able to take a series from the Braves earlier in the season by exploiting the bullpen in the later innings. However, Atlanta's relievers have been much improved since that series. The Braves' bullpen ERA is right alongside that of the Marlins at this point of the season, putting a lot of this game's outcome on the starters and lineups. Miami has put an emphasis on having one of the best starting rotations in baseball, but Trevor Rogers has not been quite as successful as Pablo Lopez and Sandy Alcantara. He's just 2-4 on the year, with his first loss coming against the same Braves team. He wasn't a primary reason for the loss, but Atlanta has since gotten back Ronald Acuna Jr. and has been more productive. They now have 7 hitters with at least 15 RBI, whereas the Marlins have just 3 such hitters. That should allow Charlie Morton to fare well after looking great in his last 2 starts. He allowed just 2 hits in each and just 1 total run while striking out 14 hitters. Outside of Jorge Soler's power and Jazz Chisholm's 27 RBI, the Marlins simply do not have bats consistent enough to outproduce the likes of Matt Olson and Austin Riley. Now with Acuna Jr. back in the lineup on a regular basis, Atlanta should come out strong from their rest day to work their way past the Marlins in the NL East. Kansas City Royals vs Minnesota Twins. Our team pick is Twins win. And here is why. Max Kepler is batting .259 to lead Minnesota and has a team-high .358 on-base percentage. Byron Buxton is the leader in home runs with 11, while Jorge Polanco is the leader in RBIs with 22 and hits with 32. The Minnesota Twins have not yet announced their starting pitcher for the opening game of a 3-game series on the road Friday against the Kansas City Royals. Kansas City improved to 14-22 following its 6-2 victory over the Chicago White Sox on Wednesday, in the 4th game of a rare 5-game series between the 2 American League Central rivals. Kansas City has won each of the last 2 after losing the first 2 in the series. The Royals are 4th in the AL Central, 7 games behind the first-place Twins. Andrew Benintendi is batting .302 to lead Kansas City and has team highs in hits with 39 and on-base percentage at .366. Salvador Perez is the leader in home runs with 6 and RBIs with 16. On Friday, the Kansas City Royals will send Daniel Lynch to the mound. The left-hander is 2-2 with a 3.30 ERA, 29 Ks and 13 BBs. Minnesota was off on Thursday, but they are hoping their bats stay alive after pounding the A's for 14 runs on Wednesday. They are at the top of the AL Central with enough cushion to suffer a bad weekend and still be there on Monday morning. If Luis Arias is helping to make the top of the lineup very effective, the versatile infielder is hitting .323 and is sandwiched between top hitters of Byron Buxton and SS Carlos Correa. Kansas City just completed a rare 5-game series on Thursday, losing to the White Sox. Unfortunately, the Royals are about where they were expected to be this season. 3B Bobby Witt Jr. has not pushed them back to respectability, and with Cesar Perez struggling, the offense is pretty anemic most nights. There are just too many spots in the lineup where they are getting next to nothing. 1B Carlos Santana and SS Adalberto Mondesi are both hitting under .200 and in and out of the lineup. Lefty Devin Smeltzer has just 1 start so far this season, a solid outing against the Guardians. In his short career he has had limited success, so it is hard to know whether he has made any tweaks that might tilt in his direction. Fellow lefty Daniel Lynch got hit pretty hard as a rookie last season, but this year he has shown some improvement. In 3 of his 6 starts this season, including his last one, he has given up 0 Minnesota is the favorite on the road for this series opener and probably will be all weekend long. Smeltzer is not much of an arm to lean on, but I guess makes the Twins the favorite make sense, given how unreliable the Royals are, especially at the plate. I am not thrilled about the premium you have to pay, but just because Lynch has had a few games I can't overlook the overall ineptitude of KC. Our third parlay pick is Los Angeles Angels vs Oakland Athletics. Angels win. And here is why. I'm going to stay with the Angels. It'll be interesting to see what Silseth can do in his second start, the first one was quite impressive. I like Blackburn to do well here also, he's got just 1 earned on 9 hits and 2 walks over his last 2 starts in a span of 13.1 innings. Both West Coast teams were off yesterday, and boy did it seem that the Angels needed it. They were just swept by the Rangers while being significant favorites in all 3 games. Despite Shohei Ohtani on the mound for the series finale, Texas still won with a walk-off home run in the bottom of the 10th inning. Now back at home, the A's present a great opportunity for Mike Trout and company to get back on track. They'll need to bounce back against another team they are expected to beat if they want to keep pace with the Astros in the AL West. Sheldon Neuse leads the Oakland offense with a .272 batting average to go along with a team-high 34 hits. Sean Murphy supplies the Oakland power with a team-leading 4 home runs to go along with a team-high 20 RBIs. The Los Angeles Angels go back home Friday night 8 games above .500, riding a 3-game losing streak after a 6-5 loss to the Texas Rangers in extra innings. Shohei Ohtani got the start for Los Angeles last game out, giving up 2 runs on 6 hits across 6 innings of work, leading to a no decision. The Los Angeles bullpen was mediocre, allowing 2 runs on 5 hits before Raciel Iglesias came on in the 10th inning to give up 2 runs on 1 hit, leading to the loss. Jared Walsh was the star of the Los Angeles offense against Texas, going 2-4 from the plate with 2 home runs to drive in 3 runs. Mike Trout chipped in as well, going 1-5 from the plate to drive in 2 runs in the game. The Angels were just able to take a series from the A's in the series prior to the last one against the Rangers. They outscored the A's 18-7, shutting them out in the series opener and holding them to just 1 run in the last 2 games. That should come as no surprise as Oakland's .587 ops is dead last in the league. Outside of leadoff man Tony Kemp, the A's simply cannot produce runs on a consistent basis. They've scored 2 or fewer runs 10 times in this month alone. Ohtani and Mike Trout can easily outproduce that with 1 swing of the bat. Trout's 1.121 ops is in the top 3 of the league, and Ohtani's 27 RBI are creeping up the ranks as one of the best as well. That's all without mentioning Taylor Ward. It is actually him who is leading the entire league ahead of Trout with his 1.209 ops and is among the best with his 39 hits. That trio should be out for revenge against A's starter Paul Blackburn, who won the only game of the previous 4-game series. He's the primary reason for the Angels' money line price being reasonable while at home against one of the worst teams. Even if Blackburn pitches well, he's unlikely to get the required run support. Disclaimer, no financial advice. The information on this channel is provided for education and informational purposes only, without any express or implied warranty of any kind, including warranties of accuracy, completeness, or fitness for any particular purpose. The information contained in or provided from or through this channel is not intended to be and does not constitute financial advice, investment advice, trading advice, or any other advice. The information on this channel and provided from or through this channel is general in nature and is not specific to you, the user, or anyone else. You should not make any decision, financial, investment, trading, or otherwise, based on any of the information presented on this channel without undertaking independent due diligence and consultation with a professional broker or financial advisory.